It felt like my chest was sealed shut, but they pried it open with a single image, a photograph of a day I wasn't invited to. The morning I slipped a ring onto Sarah's finger, my family was somewhere else entirely. Standing in a sunny vineyard, wine glasses raised, smiles wide, as though life couldn't be more perfect. I wasn't there. I wasn't even thought of. All my life, I'd been the one holding them up. I was their son, their brother, their safety net. And in return, they'd left me out of one of the biggest days of my life. Growing up, the rule was always the same. Family first. My parents drilled it into me. My brother Caleb followed suit. Uncle Ray said it like a gospel truth. Birthdays were loud and crowded, with cake balanced on paper plates and laughter bouncing off the walls. My graduation brought a parade of cars honking in celebration. When I sold my app company at 26, they swarmed me, calling me the pride of the family. I thought that was love, no conditions, no keeping score. So when my engagement day came, I expected the same. The apartment was filled with the scent of candles and Sarah's rosewater perfume. We were dressed, ready to celebrate, and I kept my phone close, waiting for the usual flood of texts, the teasing from Caleb, the warm words from my mom. Instead, I got one message from her at 11 a.m. Tied up. Share photos. I told myself there must be a reason. Maybe they were busy. Maybe something came up. Sarah noticed me checking my phone, gave my hand a squeeze, and said softly, "They'll call." By the afternoon, the silence was impossible to ignore. I opened Instagram, ready to post a photo of Sarah's ring. And that's when I saw it, my mom's post. A carousel of photos from a vineyard. My parents, Caleb and his fiancée, Lena, Uncle Ray, even a couple of neighbors, all grinning under the warm sunlight. Wine in hand, food piled high, laughter in every shot. The caption read, "Perfect day with perfect people." My throat tightened. I swiped through image after image. Caleb hugging Mom, Dad toasting with Lena, every smile brighter than the last. Not one message to me, not a word about my engagement. I commented, "Raise one for me," then shut my phone off. Sarah caught my eye. "You okay?" she asked. I smiled, but it was the kind of smile that hides something breaking inside. It wasn't an oversight. It was deliberate. They hadn't forgotten. I'd been erased. That night, while Sarah slept, I sat in the dim light of my laptop, those vineyard photos still burning in my mind. I thought about the years I had been their safety net. After I sold my company, I put $250,000 into a family account. I paid off my parents' mortgage when their business failed, covered Caleb's truck payments when he was drowning in debt, wiped out Uncle Ray's gambling losses. I never asked for thanks. I thought that's what family did. You lift each other without keeping score. But those photos told me the truth. I wasn't part of their celebrations. I was just the wallet that made them possible. So I made a choice. I logged into the family account and shut off my access. Stopped paying the mortgage. Stopped covering Caleb's truck loan. Ended every transfer. I didn't take a cent from their personal accounts. I wasn't cruel. But I was finished being their lifeline. 5 days later, my dad showed up at my door, face red, pounding once before barging in. "The bank's been calling," he snapped. "Payments didn't go through. What's your problem, James?" I stopped paying. I told him. His jaw fell, then clenched. "Why would you do something that stupid? You were all sipping wine with Caleb while I got engaged." I said evenly, "If I'm not worth your time, I'm not worth your bills." He waved it off. It was one afternoon. Don't make it a thing. A thing, as if I was being childish for wanting to matter. No apology. Just, your mom didn't think it was a big deal. I laughed bitterly. I paid your mortgage for 4 years. Tell me what's a bigger deal than that. He didn't answer. Just left, slamming the door behind him. The next day, Caleb texted, "Truck's gone." Sort out. No mention of Sarah. No congratulations. Just demands. I replied, "Try saving some of that wine money." He blew up my phone, calling me petty, bitter, worthless. I didn't bother replying. The family group chat lit up with accusations. I let it burn out. I was done explaining myself to people who saw me as nothing more than a source of cash. Then came the call I didn't expect. Sarah and I were at a cafe when my phone rang. Lena, Caleb's fiancée. Her voice was shaky. James, I had no idea. Caleb told me you were still covering our rent. We're 2 months behind. They're evicting us. I told her I'd cut them off weeks ago. She went quiet, then whispered, he's telling everyone you're jealous, that you're trying to ruin him. Jealous of a man who couldn't hold a job for more than a few months, who blew through money on vacations and watches. But then Lena said something that hit harder. He's living at your parents' place. He took a shady loan, didn't pay it, and now he's in trouble. Your parents are scrambling. Your mom's working night shifts. Your dad's doing odd jobs. They're scared. And I realized when I stepped away, I'd left them with Caleb, the one person they couldn't save. He was their burden now. I don't celebrate their struggle, but I don't regret my choice either. They made it clear where I stood, so I let them stand without me. As Sarah and I plan our wedding, I'm building a new kind of family. One that shows up not just when it's easy, but when it counts.